Hello and welcome to your art class. I am your art teacher, Miss Tweeden. There are 3 things happening in art class today. First, I will tell you a little bit about myself. For those of you that already know me, this will be a reintroduction. Next, we will talk about the expectations or code of cooperation or rules, basically what we'll need to do to ensure that everything runs smoothly in art class. Then finally, we'll make some art. So first, a short introduction to me, Miss Tweeden. I live in Lexington with my husband Justin, our almost 4-year-old daughter Annika, and our 9-month-old baby girl Freya. We also have 2 cats, sweet brothers named Jeffrey and Walter. I was born in Arkansas, but moved to Clemson, South Carolina when I was young. I went through all the grades and then graduated from high school in 1997. You can find a picture of me here when I was in your grade. After high school, I went to college. I attended 3 colleges and graduated with a BFA, that's a Bachelor of Fine Arts, from the Ringling School of Art and Design before becoming an art teacher. In 2014, I received a master's degree in education from Lesley University. This is my 14th year as an art teacher, and I am so happy to be here with you. Okay, so now let's talk about expectations or our code of cooperation or the rules. The guidelines we'll follow to ensure that everything runs smoothly in art class. There are 2 rules in art class. Take care of each other and take care of the art materials. Taking care of each other means we treat each other with kindness and respect. We help and support each other. This makes our classroom a comfortable place where we can enjoy being together making art. Taking care of art materials means cleaning up after we use something, keeping our supplies organized, being careful, tidy, and responsible with the art materials. You probably already know that there are consequences for your actions. If we do good things happen. If we act negatively, negative things happen. For example, if I can see that you are really good at taking care of materials, I might see about offering you more advanced or special art materials. This is an example of good leading to good. On the flip side, if I see that you are not taking care of the art materials, you may not be allowed to use those art materials. I will always do my best to have the consequences follow logically or go with the behavior. Some other examples of positive consequences are being chosen for a special job, sitting in a special seat, being the caller, that's using the microphone to call the class at lineup, earning more spins on the cool spinners near the exit door. This is also a great way for your teacher to see that you did well. And on and on. I'm always on the lookout for ways to inspire you to do your best. Now, some examples of negative consequences are separation from the group or time out, loss of a job or a special turn, or a phone call home. My procedure for negative behavior is this. First, I will give you a warning or a redirection. I make a note of this warning on my clipboard. Next, I give you a strike and you have a consequence, whatever makes sense. If there is a third negative behavior, then I will call your family to talk to them about how we can get you back on track. I will also call home if I am repeatedly having to warn you. We don't have time to waste on you not doing what you're supposed to be doing. We want to spend our time making and enjoying art. Okay, so that covers that. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, we can talk about those now. Then we can move on to what we're going to actually make today. We are going to be making sketchbooks today. We'll use these books throughout the year in art class. I'll tell you more about that later. First, let me show you how we're going to create these books. You'll be able to choose whatever color paper you want from the paper cubbies. I'll show you where those are if you don't know. You're going to take that paper that you choose, fold it in half, matching up the corners. Some people call this a hamburger fold because it makes it fatter than if you did it. This would not be correct. That would be the hot dog fold. That's too skinny. So hamburger fold to make the cover of your book. I will give you a packet of inside pages. These are going to be stapled inside your book. So after you've chosen your cover and folded it, you can bring this to me, and I'm going to staple it together. So, and I have a long arm stapler that I'll use for that. This will keep your book together. Now your book is assembled and you're ready to decorate the cover. If you don't want to wait in line for me to staple your book, you're welcome to go ahead and start decorating and then come back to me later when there's not a line. Please do remember on the cover page of the title page of your book to write your name. And there's a place there for you to write your name. And you're welcome to write your grade as well. I don't have a grade, so I'll skip that. To decorate these books, I found that what works really well are these construction paper crayons, and they're in boxes at your tables. You'll share a box with the person that sits next to you. I don't know if you can see in the there you can start to see that some of these have a metallic or a glitter look, which is really nice. And they also, like this green isn't metallic or glitter, but you can see how nicely it shows up on this dark paper. And it's designed, this is construction paper, these are designed to show up well on construction paper. Hence the name construction paper crayons. They're opaque. All right, so even though this is a light color on a dark paper, it's still showing up. Now, of course, you can decorate your cover however you like. I tend to go to circles a lot. This one has an art theme. This one has my name. You may want to decorate yours with your name, or whatever you like is fine. Then there's the glitter crayons that have a blue wrapper, and those put down, you can see it a little bit there. Those have a little bit of glitter in them. And then also we have metallic, which have like the light gray wrapper. And those also have glitter. I think it's just like a finer glitter, and they give a more metallic look. So those are fun to experiment with to decorate the cover of your book. If you have time and you would like to draw inside your book, you're welcome to do that. I do ask that you skip skip the color wheel. My plan is for us to paint these later, so skip that, but you're welcome to draw on the inside of your book, but limit yourself to one spread or 2 pages, 2 facing pages. And if you're familiar with the How to Draw books, and if you'd like to use those, then you're welcome to, or just draw from your imagination. But our priority today is to get our books assembled and to get the covers decorated. Now, let me tell you more about how we're going to use these books throughout the year in art class. Artists use sketchbooks to practice drawing. Here are some pages from Leonardo da Vinci's sketchbook. Da Vinci was a famous artist and inventor. He painted the Mona Lisa and did this drawing called Vitruvian Man. You may recognize this image from the mural in the gym. Da Vinci is also famous for his journals and sketchbooks. We have found over 7,000 pages from him. Now here's a self-portrait of another famous artist, Edvard Munch, and here's a page from his sketchbook. You may know his painting The Scream. You can see here how he planned parts of this painting in his sketchbook. Artists use sketchbooks to plan their artwork. I want to share with you an interesting quote by Edvard Munch about Leonardo da Vinci. Munch said, "Just as da Vinci studied the recesses of the human body and dissected cadavers, I try to dissect souls." What did he mean? These drawings in Da Vinci's sketchbooks were done from life. Here he was studying cats, looking at them and drawing what he saw. For these drawings of human anatomy, Da Vinci was looking at and studying cadavers. Da Vinci was interested in science, but he also knew that being familiar with what's going on under clothes, under skin, even under muscles would help him draw more accurate and realistic pictures of people. Munch cared less about drawing people realistically and more about expressing emotion or feeling in his artwork. Now we can start to understand what Munch meant when he said that Da Vinci dissected cadavers and he wanted to dissect souls. Here is another artist with his sketchbook that he used uses to plan and come up with ideas for his movies. You may know him from some of his work, like his show Troll Hunters. Here's a page from my sketchbook where I made a plan for this painting. And finally, here's a student looking back at her plan in her sketchbook as she creates her artwork. Now we know that artists use sketchbooks to practice drawing, make notes, write down ideas, and plan their artwork. Artists also use sketchbooks to play, experiment, doodle, and draw just for fun. Throughout the year, we will be using our sketchbooks for all of these purposes. Today, I hope that you enjoy decorating the cover of your book. I am excited to see how you will make your book unique. Enjoy!